we have here is a picture of the Sol star system from the galaxy map. So basically flew out from the starting area, made a plot out here, already did significant upgrades, flying a Viper right now, which isn't known for its jump range, but gave it a fuel scoop, able to recharge on the go. Parked at the Mikhail Gorbachev space station right now, and we're going to launch and take a quick tour. We just got to go through the standard docking sequence. Notice the space station's kind of really upscale. Like I noticed in the Sol system, they really give it kind of like the upgraded feel of like
ship released,
being a
engines
well-established,
engaged,
classy, a center of wealth. So, alright, we're going out. And there's the big blue ball we call home. So, let's go.
Scan detected. Landing gear retracted.
Mass lock status. We'll get a little bit closer to Earth.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Jumping down. Alright, so that's 0.17 light seconds away. Let's see how much time and effort they actually put into this. Capital ship. I wonder if we can... Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is the first capital ship I've come across. Ooh, look out. Yeah, that thing's big. So, we won't be shooting at that, just because I'm pretty sure it would blow us up in like 5 seconds if it took it that long. Wonder if we can dock with it. Nope, can't really talk to it. Love the epic music, though. It acknowledges that you're engaging something that's freaking huge. Really hope they let us fly something like this one day. It'd be epic. I'm guessing that it's a hangar bay, so I'm guessing it would probably launch fighters. Maybe on the design, that's where they dock. Loaded in. I'm half expecting to see like a launch pad in front of it. Yeah, let's not get too crazy fast. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Like that looks like a little channel for them to launch at. That looks like a launch bay doors. It's actually pretty cool design. You can actually see that being somewhat probable. See, that's one of the things I really respect about what they did with this, and also what the guys over at Star Citizen are doing as well, is they put a lot of time and effort and thought into the ship design, it seems, to where, like, yeah, we don't have the tech to create these really cool space-aged, faster-than-light ships, but hypothetically, if we could, what would they look like? How would they be designed? How would they be made practical? Well, they go through that process. I think they do a pretty dang good job. Alright, so let's get out of here. That's locked.
Frameshift drive charging.
And so the Sol system has a nav beacon near the sun as well, so
2,
we'll go over there and see what we can blow
engage.
up bounty. And on the way, we'll just count the planets as we pass. Where are you, nav beacon? There you go. I don't have an interdictor installed on my current loadout. I was going to start looking and seeing if any of the players were wanted, if they were, see how much they're worth. I noticed earlier when I was checking the bounty boards that there were supposed to be a lot of players in the Sol system that had like 1 million plus credit bounty on them, so I was like, it's worth a shot. And anytime I do a stream, I always try to make it semi-educational. This game's really kind of, I wouldn't say convoluted, I would just say very feature-rich. So right now, nav beacon targeted, got my alignment to where I'm dead on with it. Distance, when I get to the little blue bar, it'll be safe for me to drop out, and then I'll be in that kind of little instance for the nav beacon. The speed will be the speed in the blue. It's the speed I'll need to be at in order to drop out of Super Cruise safely. Now you can force yourself to drop out Super Cruise, but it will do damage to your ship if you're going too fast. Also, you'll drop out of Super Cruise if you get too close to major objects or start overheating, like getting too close to the sun. If you get too close. I think it has mostly to do with just being mass locked. And there's the sword. Soul. And so ideally, being in the blue is supposed to, at least as far as your speed, have it set to blue. It's supposed to have you auto adjust to whatever it needs to be to where you can make a safe exit. I've noticed sometimes it's not 100% accurate to where like it'll overshoot you barely. I've never had a problem when I do the lower blue. It's just very kind of, I wouldn't say finicky, it's just...
Fuel scooping complete.
You really got to be precise with it. I never figured out if you have all pips in engine when you go into Super Cruise, if that affects anything. I think, I'm not sure though. Because I think the Super Cruise is actually under system, but who knows. Well, the developers know, but yeah. Again, the game has a lot of features, not all of them super documented. Clean. And for those that don't know, I'm just checking their warrant status. If you look in the left bottom hand side, when I target them, it'll begin scanning them, and it'll tell me clean or wanted. If wanted, that's when they start shooting. And it looks like these guys are flying in formation. A lot of times if they're flying in formation, they're group, and so if one's clean, usually they're all clean. just something I've noticed. I've come to call them space caravans. Eagle, mostly harmless. Probably. Yep. I don't know. I guess it makes sense if you're in like the home system of the entire human race. That if you were doing something shady, you'd probably be at a less secure location, like one of the anarchy areas. So I guess it makes sense not to find too many wanted out here. I was playing earlier and a whole lot of wanted were here, so I have no idea how they schedule their spawn system, how that is procedurally generated, but these guys are the masters of procedural generation. I mean, an entire galaxy's worth, which is pretty impressive. Alright guys, come on.
Scan detected.
Ooh, okay. Now someone's scanning me. That's fair. Alright, so usually what I do is if nothing's going on like that, I'll always just target off of whoever's around and just hit T so that it goes to the default nav beacon just to help me realign myself. And then when I get realigned, I just start looking around the periphery and seeing if I can spot any laser fire or combat. Usually 9 times out of 10, you can spot something and be like, oh hey, there's someone shooting at somebody. At least one of them's
Scan
wanted.
detected.
But that's not really happening right now. Which is unfortunate. I want to show you guys something blowing up. Because who doesn't like seeing stuff blow up, right? So let me get a little closer to the nav beacon. That way I'm a little bit within range of where they jump in. Oh, that's the beacon itself. Okay, just kidding.
Scan detected.
You're cool. You want it, you want it, you want it. Yes! Okay, so this guy's gonna die. What I usually do is I target the power plant. It's usually hit or miss. Sometimes, like, I'll drill through the power plant and destroy them long before I get through the hole. This is a Eagle, so highly maneuverable, really fast, very lightly armored, so this will probably get destroyed. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I probably need to reallocate resources to my weapons so that I'm not instantly out.
Under attack.
And for some reason, and this is something I've never figured out, but so when I'm attacking
Target
someone
destroyed.
who's wanted, they accuse me of being a criminal, which I don't get a bounty, and I don't get wanted, but the local security forces will attack me. Why, I do not know. This is something that's been confusing me for a little while. I know in the anarchy systems you don't really have to worry about it because, well, it's an anarchy system, but in the civilized worlds, it always seems like the federal security people get a little bit irritated.
Frameshift drive charging.
If anyone figures that out, that would be cool to know about.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, let's find a nice little place to dock. Let's do Daedalus. Oh, and some people would probably get a little bit more mileage out of their weapons if they did 2 lasers and 2 cannons, just lasers to strip the shields and then cannons to rip through the hole. Me, I just enjoy the 4 gimbaled lasers. I just pump my weapons full of energy. The Viper is nimble enough to where it can handle pretty much staying behind anything if you do it right. Or if you're not behind them, being able just to speed past them and then make another strafing pass. I've read up a lot on the forums that most people agree that the Viper's the best combat ship out there as far as survivability from not getting hit. I'm still kind of curious about the later tier ships that are a little less maneuverable but should pack a massive punch. There's also the spec to where people just load up on railguns and then try to instant one-shot people. So this game's actually really kind of cool as far as customizability. But right now I'm kind of stuck on the Viper. Like, I really like it. Like, I've thought about buying the Cobra MK3, but it doesn't really make sense being that most of my money's going to go to bounty hunting. If I was doing trade, probably. A lot of people complain about the Viper not having a lot of jump distance, but when you fully upgrade it, like, you can get up to like 10, 11, you can tweak your mass loadout to get it even further. But 10 to 11 light years and then a fuel scoop, that seems fine to me. I mean, if I ever really wanted to create a dedicated explorer, I'd probably buy another ship, but right now this does everything I want because I really don't trade. Besides, trading's a little wonky right now. Like, you can do trade missions and it's fine, but like, you'll see import and export lists, and then you'll buy from the exporter, and then you'll go to where they're supposed to be imported, and you'll actually make a loss. So like, the trade system's a little bit wonky right now based upon that information. And a lot of people are like, well, just use this app or this website to where you can get like all the information. That way when people go to a planet, or a station rather, they can upload the data, the prices and everything, and just use that. Well, a lot of people, me too kinda, are against that as far as like...
Docking successful.
Not against it, like if someone wants to use it, whatever, more power to you. But I'm against it from the standpoint of it shouldn't be an excuse for the developers to not get around to actually fixing the incorrect readout of the import-export system and give a realistic expectation of what would make a profitable run. So we had a good little jaunt there, so I'm gonna go ahead, stop this stream here, and then I'll probably come back in a little bit later. I'm thinking about either doing some exploration, maybe heading out toward Empire space. Just kind of wanted to show off the Sol system. Everybody loves to see home. But anyway, thank you for